Growing up in Brazil it was really exciting. You know, it's a really wild country, as people seen it, have the notion. We had a really fun childhood. I have a sister, Kira, and Igor is my brother. I was very close to both of them, especially Igor. Me and Igor, we did a lot of stuff together, got in trouble together. There was one point where we got kicked out of every school that we were on. We were in a religious school first, and we got kicked out because Igor drew like a nun with a dick in her face or something, and that got us kicked out of that. So that was it for that school. Then we went to military school, and at one point, some kid brought a frog to school, and everybody and start kicking the frog. I actually regret that. Poor frog. You know, we kicked the frog to death. We got kicked out of military school, and then the last school we tried was public school, and we went to the bathroom one day and destroyed all the faucets, and the whole bathroom exploded. There is the first part of our life until I was 9 years old, which was when my dad was still alive, and we made good money. My dad was an ambassador of Italy in São Paulo. We had a house in the beach that we go every weekend, and we used to go to football games together. And after he died, our life changed entirely. He was only 41. He didn't leave any, he didn't prepare anything like life insurance type stuff, so we lost everything pretty much in 24 hours. We actually ended up moving back to Belo Horizonte, where we were born, and living with my grandma, and living in the back of my grandma's house, which is only one bathroom, like a really small, and we all had to work. We didn't have any money, and was pissed off about remembering the good life we had and don't have that anymore. It was like, what happened? You know, life was so good, and now it's shit. You know, it sucks, and so we need something to hold on to it, and that's where heavy metal came in. For me, the death of my father is one of the hardest moments of my life. You know, it was like, especially the way he died, because he had a heart attack, and my cousin had to drive to the hospital, and I was holding on to him. He was in the front seat, and I was holding in his chest. So pretty much his last breath was with me, you know, so that was really heavy. And when we got to the hospital, they took him in, and I knew he was dead. For some reason, I just knew, and my aunt came to talk to me, and she was like saying stuff like, oh, he's gonna be okay, you know, he's just doing surgery. And I was like, don't lie to me, because I know he's dead, I know he's gone. My mom was a single mom raising the three of us. I came home one day to tell my mom, I'm done with school. You know, it's just not for us. Me and Igor made the decision. And I told her I want to be a musician, you know, this is what I want for life. And she was actually really cool about it. She said, you know, I'm going to agree with that, but you're going to have to go all the way. You can't come tomorrow, next week, and say you're done with music and you want skateboard or surfing or a new hobby, you know. You're going to stick with this for the long run. And which was great for her to be like that, because it made us take music really serious. Say, hell with school, let's make a band, be musicians, and follow that dream. And it took a long time, but eventually the dream came true. I have 4 grandkids.
4 grandkids?
Yeah.
And you have 7 kids, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 that are really mine. Yeah. The other 5 are adopted. So my duty as a grandpa one of my duties is to take them to movies, which I do, and I take them to see everything, you know, like Oz and Cars. And it's so cool because we took the young one, Rocky, on tour, and he didn't know what I did until he finally saw the show. and he went crazy on the side of the stage. He took his shirt off. He was like headbanging. You know, we corrupted him. He was only 6 years old, and we turned him into a metalhead. It was like corruption. And then he realized that's what I do for a living, and he was completely blown away. Like, oh my God, my grandpa is so cool. He's go there and he screams, and the people go crazy.